Hello and welcome back. So in this video we will look at another front-end interview JavaScript problem. So this problem states that we are given we will have to create a function async parallel, and this will take in an array of asynchronous tasks and will return the callback, and we'll run this callback when all the tasks in the asynchronous task list have been fulfilled. So this problem is pretty straightforward in understanding that we need to create a function. This function will take in an array of asynchronous tasks, and all the tasks should run in parallel at the same time. It's not that this task will complete and then this task will run. It's not like that. All the tasks should run in parallel at the same time, and when all the tasks have done finished, we'll have to run this callback. So if we take a look at this output here, the current output is 351246, but if I refresh this now, the output will be different, 341652. If I run this again, the output will be different. Yeah, so every time the output is different because every time the tasks are getting resolved at some random time. So sometime at one time this task gets resolved first, but another time this task gets resolved first. So let's try to code this up now. Uh, Yeah. I will first remove this function and create my new asynchronous task function. Create a sync task, and this will take in a data. Now this will return a promise, and this promise I will first create a random timeout. So this random timeout I will use math.floor and math.random, and I will multiply it by a random number 10 here in this case. Now after insert timeout, I will resolve the promise after this random timeout and resolve it with the data that I get passed here. So this is my asynchronous task function. This is like a mocking an asynchronous task here. Now let's create our async parallel function, main function. So I'll just remove this. So I'll just create a resultant array res, and I will loop through the task here. For let I equal to 0, I less than task dot length I plus plus, and when my task I get completed, then I will push the data to my resultant array. So this resultant array will store all the all the data from our resolved promises. Now I will check if my res.length becomes equal to task.length. That means that means all the tasks have returned some data. That means all the tasks have returned some data. That means all the tasks have finished running. And so at that time I will need to run this callback. I will call the callback with result and return from it. So I'll save this now and I will run this and see if it works. And I can see it is giving some data. Now I'll run this again and see if it gives some other data. And we can see it is working as expected. So this was all for today. I'll see you in the next one.